My mom was on hold with Macy's, and Stockholm Syndrome started playing. What
Coincidence?
radio?
I think not.
The Dissection with Erin Mulligan.
Hey everybody, this is Erin Mulligan. Welcome to my podcast and a new video that I will be starting a video series with. Right now I have one of my fabulous friends, Camille Manley. Camille,
Hi.
thank you for coming on.
It's great to be here.
So basically, what we're going to be doing is dissecting every single hint or clue that One Direction has given us. And I just want to thank SiriusXM Hits 1 because I look forward to their tweets every single day. They have been on top of everything. I have their post notifications on. Camille, you follow them too?
Oh, yes.
Fabulous. Camille and I went over all the hints and everything. I tried to go in chronological order, but there's just so much. Who cares? Okay, to start off, Camille and I saw each other during our winter break back in December. We were just going to hang out, right? And we went to Starbucks. We ended up staying at Starbucks for 4 hours. And most of our conversation was about One Direction coming back because we only had like a few hints at that point.
Yeah, we just had like the Ticketmaster thing and then the possible rumors of it just from like little things, but not directly from the members itself.
I want to go from what you said about Ticketmaster.
They released on Ticketmaster that they were going to have a concert December 31st of 2020 in Australia, but then it was randomly taken down, but then put back up again. So there's a little bit of a suspicion there.
That's so sketchy to me. Also, I don't know how it works at like places like Ticketmaster and StubHub, but this is how I picture it. There's like a system or an algorithm where you have to enter the artist's name and then put the dates in or whatever. Why is anybody searching One Direction?
And it's like you have to confirm things to post a concert date. So it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Okay, so after that, I guess by December, well, that's when we talked, but you said the copyright changed on their website. And at that time, it changed to 2019, but you said now it's 2020, right?
Yeah, so it changed to 2019, now it says 2020.
You also found this out, because you're full of information. Their solo contracts before the corona virus, their solo contracts ended within a week of each other in this coming December.
Yeah, so it was like, I think it was either the Tuesday or Thursday, they all ended in a week of each other, so that if they were to have the concert December 31st, 2020, they would all be out of their single contracts by now. That's not including Zayn. I have no idea about Zayn. I only follow Harry, Niall, Liam, and Louis.
Okay, fabulous. But okay, in a perfect world, if that had remained, because it's changed now, right? Because of the virus?
Because now all their concerts were moved into 2021. So I'm assuming their contracts were all extended by a year.
But that would have been perfect because the Australian concert was December 31st. So it all would have just worked out. Okay, so then can you explain the Spotify playlist?
Yeah, so One Direction released a playlist called 8 Years of One Direction when it was their original anniversary day 8 years ago. But then people also found out, and I saw it in videos, that there were like secret songs within the playlist that you could only see if you were on the Spotify website. Like you couldn't see it on the app. So it's like songs that like the titles, like you've never heard it before, but they were with the album cover of Made in the AM. So it was like songs that could have been released or that they were working on and never got released. I don't know. That's really sketchy too, since now like there's a new song that apparently might come out.
I remember seeing that. Like I remember physically seeing the audios on Spotify, and I kept like clicking on them. I knew it wasn't gonna play, but
it's a thought.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a hint or if it's coincidental, but way back, I guess it was in the winter, my mom was on hold with Macy's and Stockholm Syndrome started playing. What
Coincidence?
radio?
I think not.
What radio is playing Stockholm Syndrome of all songs? Fast forward to now because there's so much more happening. Really nothing else happened until maybe like January, because I remember I was just like in the car, and then Sirius XM Hits 1 announced that they were going to be having some kind of celebration or surprise on the 10th anniversary of One Direction. So then that's when they started playing old One Direction songs on their radio station, and then they changed. Back in November, they changed their Twitter header to an old picture of them. I'll see if I can bring it up. And then they just started becoming basically a One Direction fan account, and like a fan of all their solo acts as well. Here's the header that they created, or they posted.
Yes.
So yeah, they just keep tweeting, lyrics and like different stuff, and now as well the hints that everyone's been dropping. So they actually got a hold of Harry while in quarantine and did a Zoom call with him. And on that Zoom call, Harry said, well, they asked him if he would do a reunion performance over Zoom. And he said, I don't know if that's the reunion we've had in mind, but I'll have a quick whip around. First of all, I don't know what that means. A whip around, that he'd do it.
Yeah, I don't.
A whip around, whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. Is that like a British term?
I don't know. But focusing on the first part of that quote, that's so wonderful. Because that was the first clue directly from them that we got that they've been talking.
Yeah.
Because he said we've had in mind. And previously, like in previous years, they've said that they, kept in touch. But they never said that they spoke about the reunion. They always said that they, wanted to reunite. But this quote just like kind of implied that there was going to be more to it and that it was actually in talks. Don't you think?
Yeah. And it's like they wanted to include everyone. Like we looked into earlier, is like they all followed Zayn back, and then Zayn followed them all back. So it's like they don't just want the 4 of them, they want all 5 of them included in the reunion. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's fine.
That was one of the worst days of my life when he left.
I cried for days.
It was just rough.
Speaking about that Facebook post, isn't it no longer on the One Direction Facebook page now? It's been hidden.
The One Direction Facebook account, apparently first they deleted the post, but now it's just hidden to followers. Zayn's departure announcement. That's a little sketchy.
That is sketchy.
Because on Hits One's Twitter, someone took a screenshot of the posts from 2015 that are on their account, and it goes March 24th, a picture of Niall like on stage, and then a picture of Liam on stage March 29th. So there's nothing in between.
Yeah, I don't understand why they would hide it or delete it. Like, everyone knows it happened. Like, everyone's not dumb. Like,
I know.
Everyone knows it went down, so like, why are you trying to cover it up now?
Unless, I mean, I do believe that they reconciled just because they refollowed each other, and like he said he wanted to be a normal, 20 whatever year old, and then came out with the solo album, and then didn't talk nicely about them in interviews.
Yeah.
So I'd be ticked off too, but if they did reconcile, I'd be over the moon, because he has really good music and he's so talented. And when he was in the band, I just thought he was the nicest guy, and I don't know.
He was the quietest one.
Yeah. Maybe he's back in the band. And they don't want that there? I don't know.
Part of the One Direction history. Like, it's a part of them.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever.